Company. Welcome back. This is Preece.
It's your boy H.
And you know it's Truck.
And this is Three's Company.
Hit him with the break. Hit him with the break. Hit him with the break.
Titties everywhere. My nigga Rick ain't had no beater on. They caught him without the beater.
We gotta play this on the next live, yo. Hey, you gotta do this fucking thing.
This supposed to be me when Trent made it. I was supposed to be right there dance with it.
Talk my name, man.
20 when she finished. Friends. Friends. Friend.
I'm so tired of these clothes.
Oh.
Y'all just dumb ass thing.
Ross had the fucking building shaking.
And it's like, what the fuck is that? It's a 3.8.
We just said old heads only wear the polo tees. I mean the polo button ups and shit.
We got shit in the tuck ready for winter. She getting too hype summer. She in the way like a blister. Touch on the floor like a twister. Don't say my name for me.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Ew.
It's your favorite podcast.
The favorite podcast.
That's that Drew Boy shit. Y'all fuck with it. Them boys go back. They about to get on, man.
Yeah, Rick gonna sign them.
That could have been us back in 2000. Early.
What's the name? Put him
Y'all
on,
keep
huh?
saying y'all got these dance moves. I ain't never seen them.
We crazy. You see
You
us?
saw us in
I said,
action.
look,
We all
man.
old, but
You see us in action. We brung the electric slide back out.
we take the electric slide.
I'm
We
gonna
take that shit anywhere.
R&B. With
R&B,
the
we
R&B
gonna bring that
joint.
shit out there,
'Cause,
too.
Yeah, I want to
We'll
see
just
it.
slow it down a little
Somebody
bit.
gonna be throwing their bras on the stage.
Real rap.
That's what's up, man. How we doing today? We not gonna say the day of the podcast.
I know, we ain't gonna say the day of the podcast, but I'm good, bro. Birthday just passed.
Yeah, my man on his end 1 year.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
what's up,
31.
man.
I enjoyed myself this weekend.
That's what's up,
I
man.
mean, got drunk a little bit.
You
Now
feel
it's time
older?
yeah, man.
What you had to put the icy out on the next day?
Icy hot. Listen, knees and back. Been gay.
The big gay joint.
Been gay.
The one
icy
she kill
hot.
O'Neal. The Shaquille O'Neal commercial
Fucking
shit.
Pedialyte the next day.
Oh, not Peter.
Had to recover, but yeah, I had a good weekend so far, man.
That's what's up. Preece, how you feeling?
I'm good.
That's
My
good.
my kid go back to school
Baby
tomorrow?
girl back to school.
Thank you, Jesus.
Early.
I said, thank you, Jesus.
That's early.
You got it a suitcase book bag or?
No. She got a
alright.
nice little book bag. She got a nice little drawing.
Yo, G called me again. Yo, she drawing.
Damn, sick. I know you're doing your little radio show.
I'm sorry, grandson.
Wait, what?
My
Yo.
apologies, grandson. Oh, hold on, wait. So tell me, Preece, did you get her all the shit she needed for school?
Yeah, but you know, like I said last week, I'm not getting 6 things of this, 6 things. You got like 3 or something. And then they had a little meet and grill on Friday. Where you meet the teachers and drop off the school supplies. And I know I'm not the only parent that did the same thing.
Sure? You ain't feel embarrassed?
Because no, not at all. Because
Not at all.
because they had the bins in front, like with this is where you put the paper towels, this is where you put the hand sanitizers. Them bins should have been filled and falling over. It wasn't. And then you put the rest of the school supplies on the desk.
Right.
Mine was the only desk that was full.
Wow.
They had like a couple pencils, like a box of pencils. I was like, well, damn, now maybe that's why they go so hard.
They heard that. They heard the pie. They said I ain't buying shit either.
Whatever.
See, that's the type of shit that make me mad.
Yeah, I had to almost use another desk. I'm like, dang, like let's stack some of this stuff. Like, all right.
She's applying for the whole
But
classroom.
she excited. She's 2nd grade this year. You know, I'm excited. I'm excited. I feel like I was just dropping her off to preschool and crying in the car because she didn't want to say bye. She just was like, all right, like, and just walked right in. So I'm excited.
Baby girl got personality on her. How about you, bro?
Oh yeah.
How about
This
you?
is saying usual shit with me. Ain't nothing changed. Something been the same for me, dog.
Same shit, different day.
Work, home, and my little radio show. That's what they said. My family like, oh, where you going? Do your little radio show. Don't understand. Don't. You know what I mean? Don't downplay this shit. This shit serious.
Your little radio show.
Baby, you doing your little radio show, baby.
We try to downplay our shit. We really I mean, I try to be humble and all that, but I think we doing a hell of a job for less than a year.
Yeah, man.
I see some of our not competition, but we in the podcast community right now, so I might glance at something and see what other people doing, and I think we doing all right.
Yeah, we definitely got up there fast.
Yeah, so we
especially when we had no knowledge of this shit.
Right.
Came out of nowhere and just did
you
it.
first said something about it, I'm like, all right, so what you need me to do? Like,
listen. If you still rocking with us now from episode 1, man,
yes.
you loyal,
smart,
you loyal, all right. That is true.
Because the first couple episodes was kind of rough. You know what I mean?
Man.
When I go back to listen to them, I'll be like, man, that shit was rough. People come up to me, they be like, yo, I like this shit, but when I first started, I was like, I couldn't listen to this shit. All right. We getting better though, and we constantly evolving. You see that if y'all was on the Instagram page, you see we added Carmen with the hoops. She's just gonna be our sports analyst this year. She gonna come and do some dope shit for the sports year. So look forward to that. Right now, she out in New York having a good old time. So.
Right. Don't be looking for it. Like, your fantasy shit and all that. Nah, she ain't into all that. She ain't gonna be trying to put you D on what you
don't be trying to slide on the DMs or some little, I like the sports shit and try to flip it to some other shit. No.
That too.
My football fell here.
I can take some pictures of you and record you if you need that on the side.
Right. You don't know how many, as soon as I put her that she was joining us, she's like, Who that? All right, come on. Who that?
Better play the song. Who that?
But we constantly evolving. We tell y'all that all the time. So another thing coming up for the sports year. Well, let's get into it, right?
Yeah.
What we got today? What's on the agenda?
Drew Boy?
First, these damn shooting.
Oh yeah.
With that? Okay. Well,
it was real, for us to be.
Crazy.
We a Philly podcast, so let's talk about Philly, man. Philly was
hot.
Yeah, it was hot. We was on the world news, and Trump was talking about it. Obama was talking about it. And everybody knew about it.
Why get to Trump? Like,
well, they said it was like a national security thing.
Oh,
they put it on the stage of like a modern day terrorist attack. That's how they try to make it out to see.
And they carried that shit from like 4:30 to like 11:30, I think.
Yeah.
And then he called Krasner, like, now Krasner under fire. Well, he should have been under fire, but still.
Right.
This fool called Krasner Shaka Johnson, because that's his lawyer anyway. Shaka can't touch you, baby. That's going to fact.
Well, somebody taking that pro bono just for they taking the case just for the publicity. So he could have called anybody in the city to take a case like that just because they want to be on it.
Yeah, and then after he asked for Krasner, now it's this guy named Swain, like, airing Krasner out. Like,
and you don't know who Krasner is. Krasner, the district attorney.
Yeah. He just letting anybody out.
Well, I heard the story. I don't know if it might be right or true or false or whatever, but I heard they was doing a raid or something like that.
Yeah, drug raid. Yeah. Right.
But not even at their house. I heard it was another house.
No. Yeah, it was from what I hear, it was a drug raid at another house, and they got a tip that it was high-powered weapons in that building. And from what if you familiar with them houses over there, they're them old back in the day, like wealthy people houses, big ceilings, and they break them down into apartments, and they really apartments now. And he was, I think he was located on the first floor, and they went in there and they got trapped on the second floor after they apprehended some people, and he was literally shooting up into the ceilings. Yeah,
that's how he got.
That's why they said it was two patrol bike cops stuck in the building.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was their main concern. Everybody was like, "Oh, why they don't just bum rush it and just take over the place?" But they had not only people apprehended, but they had two fellow officers in there.
Yeah, I heard like 6 cops got hit.
Right, and they was telling people stay away from the area. Everybody and their mom flocked there.
Everybody and their mom. They tell you, yo, don't come over here. You fucking stick your head out the window.
Everybody there.
I couldn't believe that. They like showing the cameras at the audience and stuff. People had their kids out there.
It was literally around the corner from Broad and Erie. Like if you at Broad and Erie, it's a block up.
Just waiting by the caution tape. Like, what are you doing? Like, what happened? These days, you see shooting, you hear shooting. I'm running the other way.
Yeah. These days now, people are nosy.
Like
They
got your phone.
They want to bring like exactly.
And
they
then I
want to
heard like as the night came in, like they was throwing stuff at the cops, like
Well, the one guy they thought he was at around like 6:30. They thought that they had caught the suspect because it was a video of them. A guy handcuffing, they dragging him and throwing him in the back of the car. They was like, they threw his ass in the back like a cookout tent. But really, that was a guy that actually swung on a cop. That wasn't him. So they had a video of throwing him in the back of the seat. So it was a lot of stuff. Tensions was flared. With how America's shaping up right now with cops against the community and black people in general, tensions is high in times like this. So you see a lot of people saying like, oh, the shooter did nothing wrong and cops getting what they deserve and things of that nature. That's ignorant. Right. Because if you like, I think what people fail to realize is that in every entity, people are good and bad people. Right. So it's good and bad cops, just like it's good and bad civilians. Right. So you can't draw a blank slate for everybody and say everybody is a particular way. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I think you cross a line with people just like when sometimes I see people cops just doing their job and it's like, oh, you being racist or pull a camera out and like motherfuckers just doing their job. Like, and it's not bad. Like if you can't glorify that man because the man helped, regardless his position, if he was high or whatever the case may be. There's a daycare that sits literally on the corner with all the people that's his color. If he claimed the people that was trying to kick in the door wasn't his color, that you held hostage. Them people were stuck in there. You shooting out them buildings, you don't know who you hitting or
disregarding anybody's life. Man.
Imagine if your kid was in that daycare like that.
And then she told them not to come, like not for the parents not to come right away. Because we got the kids saved. I don't know as a parent how I would. Well, I do know. I know. I'm coming to the door. Please just let her out. Like you're not going to say.
They can't do that.
I don't know how I'm supposed to take that.
Is she gonna break through the glass or something?
No, let her out.
That whole
neighborhood. Back door, let her out.
That whole neighborhood was locked.
I know. I don't know. I'd have been shaking on the sideline. Like, please just let.
I remember 9/11. It was similar to that. Like that, a lot of people came to get up their kids from school during 9/11, and they wasn't letting people release the kids like that, and that was somewhere totally out the way. Like you got a man sticking a long assault rifle out.
What was that? They let us out early.
They was letting us out, but they wasn't just letting us out. Like you can't just come up there and grab your child. It was
they couldn't. My mom was outside.
Everybody had to be accounted for and all that. And then they started releasing.
Then my mom, when they let us out, my mom was outside. She said, "Come on."
Y'all must have been in good schools because they was like,
no.
Nigga, when they told us about we didn't even know about 9/11.
Go home, go straight home. They ain't telling you go straight home, huh?
Just go home.
They was like go home, and everybody was happy.
Get the fuck out.
The cops skied off.
They was like, yo, we getting out of school early. Oh shit! Not knowing the seriousness of what happened.
Fucking tears and tape. You like, yeah, we get out of school.
Right. I didn't know how serious it was until we came in. I don't know, we came in the next day, but my teacher was crying and explaining it. I was like, damn, I didn't know how serious it was. And then you start seeing the videos and all that.
To get back to where we was at, that man, like, he really helped the city. Not the city, but that neighborhood hostage for 6-7 hours. You got people that live on that block that couldn't go home.
They couldn't get in their house.
Yeah, it was people out there, and it was. I mean, to see what social media has done to the world now is like people took an opportunity to get attention for jokes and all that. I don't know people just playing, but at the same time,
I'm gonna tell you just a little outside. That Chinese store on the corner right there did not close. You hear me? They did not close.
They made money.
You get free lemonade for what?
Some of the memes was out of whack, man.
Some of them was disrespectful and
very disrespectful. Yeah. Like not especially towards the cops or whatever.
You got a job to do, especially when you talk about like. They the people you do call when shit happens.
Right. They did a job well done.
That's what I don't understand about people. I don't want to say other people, but people in general. You downplay the cops and all that, but as soon as shit happens, you calling them. Yeah. Like you're not calling your. You got some crazy people that call their folks, but common sense to say, yo, call the cops.
Right.
Yeah,
and a lot of these, like even these boys that like so-called street guys and all that. If it's not for some of these cops, man, some of these people wouldn't even be alive because if you waiting on an ambulance, 9 times out of 10 you gonna die on these streets. If these cops don't put their hands on you and throw you in the back of their car and rush you to some of these emergency rooms, these guys not living.
Just like what happened in Logan. Like it was the next day it was like 5 people shot in Logan. They showed it on live, dragging somebody and putting them in the back of the car and taking them to. Right. And that's the one that was in critical condition. I don't know what's the status now, but I mean, and they really took it bad then because the previous incident the day before with the Erie guy. It's crazy.
I mean, it's like everybody scream prison reform and stuff like that, and I'm all for that, releasing people out. But it's another side of that coin when you see it. There's a lot of people on the streets, and people like this make it hard for people too. It's like it's some people that go out there and actually change their life, and it's people like him who got a rap sheet that's long, constantly in and out of jail, and they make it hard for people to let people out or trust people to go out.
But see, with this Krasner guy, he's just letting them like out.
Oh yeah.
That's and I don't know if y'all caught the Meek documentary this weekend. Anybody catch it?
No,
but
I didn't catch that shit.
That shit was a lot of. It really captures like a lot of corruption in the city with dirty narcotic cops and dirty like Seth Williams, the district attorney before that, and how he got caught taking money and stuff like that. So it just lets you know the city can be a muck, and it's like it's real. It's a mess. Yeah, everybody.
You got that everywhere, bro.
Right.
You got that everywhere. You got to do shit accordingly, man, and watch how you move out in these streets. And then, like, my thing is, too, with the people in that area, or just any area, if you know what's going on, man, like, try to do something about it. Like, I respect people that is out here protesting and shit like that, and try to make the neighborhood better. But, like, how you allow shit like that just to transpire and happen in your neighborhood like that?
What?
On a day? No, I'm pretty sure people knew what was going on in that house.
Yeah.
In another house.
What you supposed to do? Just tell me.
Tell somebody.
Tell somebody. I mean,
you got a daycare.
You don't want that to happen in your neighborhood, but you're not doing nothing about it.
No, but I'm saying, like, so do what? Like, hey, call the cops. Like,
I mean, that probably is what happened. That probably is what happened. That's why they had that warrant. But these cops ain't stupid though. I mean, listen, it's many neighborhoods. Yeah. You see people from sun up to sundown doing the same thing, or just out there. Common sense to say, listen, I ain't saying they selling drugs, but they doing something. I mean, on an everyday basis. So, I mean, if you want something to change, you got to do something about it. I mean, because all that shit could have been avoided.
That'll get your head.
And tell you that, I don't think so.
Not necessarily. I ain't saying you gonna have...
I think people watch too many fucking movies.
They're like Rambo. And
even back in the day, like, you knew the old lady on the corner was calling the cops, and nobody went in there and shot her in her head. Like,
Today, baby.
It's just people having.
That's why I think just people just
taking pride in your community.
Like, leave well enough.
Oh, that shit's out the window now, man. You let these young boys run, rampant out here, and they doing whatever the hell they want. So, I mean, something got to give, but at the same time, like you said, what do you say? What do you do?
Right.
Yeah, I just try to stay out the way.
So, I mean, did y'all...
Scary.
Just close your door. Close your door. Move. Just move.
Don't be in front of my fucking
Preece
shit.
on her bird box.
Don't be in front of my shit.
See, it's all fine and dandy till they sitting on your porch. Then
sitting on my porch.
Preece on her bird box.
Shoot your ass.
Got her bandage on this.
Well, did y'all catch this week? It was the big JayZ made a big deal with the NFL to reform like they halftime show and help them with more social injustice and stuff like that. And I guess people were saying that this was the NFL showing they brown face and using him to trying to win over the people of color. Right. Nah. That was expressed, and then it was a lot of people thought that JayZ sold his soul. That's what they said. Yeah, but let's listen to the clip first. This was them asking JayZ after the deal. They did a press conference. They asked JayZ, "Would you kneel or would you stand on the Pledge of Allegiance?" And this was his.
Okay, I think we passed kneeling. Yeah, I think it's time to go into actionable items. I think everyone knows what the issue is. We're done with that. Everyone knows what you know what the issue is? You know why we were kneeling? Okay, Do you know the issue?
Yeah. You said police brutality.
Yes, we all know the issue now. Okay, next. Where are we moving on next? And I'm not, again, so to be clear for the room, I'm not minimizing that part of it because that has to happen. That's a necessary part of the process. But now we all know what's going on. What are we going to do? How are we going to stop? Because the kneeling was not about a job. It was about injustice. Let me bring attention to injustice. Everyone's saying, how are you going forward? Cap doesn't have a job. This wasn't about him having a job.
Some real coon shit right there.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's why
I don't think so.
I'm still trying to figure out what he said wrong.
But
and like, don't crucify me, Three's Code family. I really don't know what he said wrong. Please point it out to me, H.
No, I'm just saying, like, yeah, it wasn't about that.
Shit?
Because, like, this man still don't have it. Yeah, it's not about him, but he started the whole process of this kneeling and, just bringing it to light.
Yeah, but
was it him that started our Cap?
No, that's what I'm saying.
That's what he was talking about Cap when he said he was starting the whole process.
That's what he was talking about. Kaepernick talking about it wasn't about a job. This man is still out of a job. He's been out of the league for 3 years.
Okay.
But that was my thing. Is it like when you take a stand that you take? Speaking as in Kaepernick, when you take that stand, you know a lot of that come with it. It come with it.
All right, but
so what's more important? I can't speak because I don't know.
Take him.
Fuck no. Better not.
Sidebar combo.
But my thing is, like, I don't know his point of view, so I can't speak on it because he hasn't spoken on it. A lot of people, this is not his opinion saying that JayZ sold out or whatever. But what was his goal? To get his job back, or
I think he deserved his job because, like you said, all he was doing was taking his platform
and bringing light to
it.
Police brutality and people of color.
Yeah, right. But he's been
that has happened though.
But now he's blackballed. Now he's out of work, bro. He deserves a job, regardless if that's second starter or first string, whatever, or third string. He deserves a job, bro.
When you take the stand that you take, like if somebody told you that if you can bring awareness to something, it will cost you your job. But if you was that passionate about bringing awareness with it, would it bother you?
But bro, that wasn't the case though. That wasn't the case.
That is the case. Though.
No, yeah, now it's the case, but it wasn't the case. Like, yo, if you do that, you're gonna lose your job. He didn't know that. Actually, I forgot. I think how it started was I think someone reached out to him because I think he was sitting down or something like that.
And he said that was disrespectful.
It was
right.
It would be
he
more
spoke
respectful.
to someone in the military.
Exactly.
And they told him that. Right. I remember.
So with that being said, he's doing that and bringing justice to the situation. And now you're talking about nobody, 52 teams don't want this guy because of one thing, and everybody's overlooking the thing. Oh, he's being disrespectful to the flag and everybody that served. That's not even a point.
Right.
And people still can't get over that. So for JayZ to be put in this position, I think he should have stepped up and said, yo, well, yeah, it's not about Kaepernick, but even with him saying all that, he should have still said something about that man and said, yo, I think he deserves a shot or something because what the NFL is doing is blackballing him and not putting him
he's been compensated for that too.
Okay.
Yeah, but so what?
I understand. I see what you're saying.
But that's like, all right, JayZ, you can just say what you say, but you can't rap no more.
This man is still unemployed.
Yeah.
But he, at the same time, if I'm telling you, I'm not here about his unemployment. Sure. I'm here. All I can do is my part.
That's how I understand that.
Yeah, but he's the voice. He's the voice for everybody, though.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. That they got him in that position right there.
Okay.
They got him in that position. He's the voice. There's not like.
But they didn't ask him, did Kaepernick deserve a job? They asked him, would you kneel or would you stand? I mean, would you kneel or would you stand for the pledge?
And then he asked the room, do you know what the problem is? It wasn't about him not having a job. It was about
JayZ was the same motherfucker that said, don't perform at no Super Bowls and none of that.
I told him no, they need me before they. Yeah, I understand that.
So stand on your word then, bro.
But his thing is, he didn't conform and do what they told him to do and just take a couple dollars to perform on the stage. He broke a deal with them that's gonna. How much it benefit? Who knows? But it is bringing.
Come on, man.
No,
they even saying he might be a part owner of a team.
What else? If he makes some money in the deal, then what's?
Man, he's not standing behind his word, man. That's like you talking about hypothetically speaking. Martin Luther King said, "Yeah, we ain't talking his stuff." And then backburning and doing some shit with KKK and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
But it's a way that you gotta to get past. Like, I think too many people look at it like the NFL. The NFL is the enemy, right?
That's not necessarily.
And not hypothetically speaking, but the way they go about it, if he can't fix something if he doesn't be a part of the change. Somebody has to cross the line and be a part of the change.
Like Kanye with Trump. I said the same thing. No, real shit, no. But look how much they getting done. No, real shit. Look how much they getting done. Him and his wife. Look how much they getting done. Just by doing that. Everybody say.
But I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that because JayZ doing a lot of that, getting a lot of that done without Donald Trump.
Man,
look,
listen.
They got the nigga out the.
We can agree to disagree, but
they got the nigga out the Swedish jail. She getting.
But
like,
I don't give Donald Trump credit for that because he's American. He's an American citizen.
We understand that.
As a citizen, they couldn't leave him there. Same thing when Lonzo Ball and them got locked up out there. You can't leave them. That's their rights as citizens for you to help them, get them out of customs and stuff like that.
What about the other people that she helped? And we talking.
But JayZ helped the same thing without being Trump puppet.
Okay.
So I disagree with that. But it's like if you go back to like, and I'm not a black historian or whatever, but if you go back to Malcolm X and Martin Luther King clash heads on the simple fact that Martin Luther King wanted to work with the white people because on the simple fact that you can't get shit done or you can't be progressive with a hate mentality. And I think everybody want them to just cross the line and say fuck the NFL. But for them to bring light and to make these owners that's majority white move differently, then you have to be a part of that. How can you tell
people have to, bro?
How can you tell? But how can you tell the people that's in power they doing something wrong if you don't sit in a room with them?
No, I'm pretty sure they know what the hell they doing.
But how can I tell you? Period, though. How can I tell you if you never been around? If you never been around?
But that's my point, though. He didn't speak when they doing wrong. If he could, I understand what you're saying.
But his priority to breaking his deal is to get in a room with the people that see different from him.
Yeah, but if he could still said what he said and still broke down like, yo, what you're doing is wrong to that one particular person, I can rock with that. But he ain't doing that. And then when you go back to saying we don't necessarily need them
at this point,
there could be a million leagues that we could start. You know how much money players in itself is making?
Shit never work. You know how big the NFL is?
I know, bro.
It'll never work. No, but my thing at this point with Kaepernick, I think a lot of him not getting a job really has nothing to do with the kneeling thing. It really is the attention that it brings and the distraction it brings to the culture of a team when you bring a player like him. The day he signs with a team, CNN will be there. ABC News will be there. Right. TMZ,
just like
Shade Room, everybody will be there.
Just like when Michael Vick signed with the Eagles with the whole that dog shit. When they was wrestling dogs, they killing dogs. Whatever.
That's true. Yeah, now, it takes for a team, but you talking about dogs and you talking black and white in this country.
Right, and it's crazy. You talking about killing dogs and a man just...
That's more forgiving though.
Which is crazy for a man just doing a silent protest. Not killing nobody, not harming nobody. You got fucking players that kill people, rape women, all that, still got their job.
I exactly understand where you're coming from.
And you telling me a man just silent, doing a positive thing, the safe kneeling thing, is more harmful to society, which is fucking mind blowing, man.
I understand exactly what you're saying, but my thing is to get back to fix the devil, you gotta
work with the devil.
You gotta get in the
you gotta go to hell.
And hypothetically speaking, you do. Like you know what I mean? Like how could you tell a person they wrong if you don't have a conversation with them?
No,
if you just
I think this is where I'm stuck at because I see both sides. Like I see what you're saying now, H. Like, but I also like from the start I see where.
I just feel like he didn't say enough.
I couldn't understand when y'all first told me that. I couldn't even understand what he said wrong. Right. I said, well, what happened? Like,
I know he's speaking on like let's move past it, but it's more to be addressed. And then he ain't addressed enough. Like, just for you saying,
how you know how much time he had?
I'm just saying with the clip they showed.
I mean, but it's steps to stuff. It might be one day Kaepernick might be working in the NFL, doing something not as a player, but all that shit don't happen overnight.
Yeah.
And you got to look at JayZ position is like, if I tell them, if they offer me, if you rewind last year and it was, oh, they just want me to perform at the Super Bowl and I told them no. But this year they willing to crack a deal fix some things and do things different and include people of color in these halftime shows, then I'll take that, because if I don't, somebody else is going to take it. So at least I can try to do it
the right thing or do what they're supposed to do with it.
Right.
So that's the part that I understand.
Right.
Well, let's see if he do that shit, man.
So what about my man Brian McKnight?
on the lighter side.
Right.
Not so much like they say he ain't taking care of his kids.
How old is the kids that they say he's not taking care of?
I don't know.
27 and 30.
They ain't no fucking kids.
27
So what happened?
They ain't no fucking kids.
No, so basically his son just put him out there saying like, yo, like you, basically you're a deadbeat father. You gave up on, you know, your kids and you got a whole new family because he moved on or whatever. And basically, you should always be there in your kids' life. That's the short story.
Look, is them kids working?
But this was
they on payroll.
Now, so
they 30. Like,
his response is, so Brian McKnight response is like, I always been there for y'all. I never missed a child support payment.
Niggas love to hit you with that child support. I never missed a child support payment.
He said that. He said,
oh my God.
He said even at the age of 20, he said he cut his sons off. Two of his oldest sons. One is a junior. One at, I think it was 25 and 22 at the time. He cut them off. He said he gave them an apartment and he paid it for 2 years. But he said, listen, y'all gotta be a man. Y'all gotta be men.
And he did that too fucking late.
Right. And too late.
Too late in
he
age.
Said 20.
No. He let them
22 and
25.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, he said, yo, I'm gonna pay for y'all.
No, that's cutting the umbilical cord. Like he might have did that late, but that was them telling him,
yeah,
all right, that's
but
it.
Like, yeah, that's it. 2 years, and that's more
so
than enough.
So he said even his wife now got them jobs at a hospital and shit like that, but they couldn't stop smoking marijuana. So,
oh, come on.
I mean, that's what it is.
Well, good day for you, Brian.
And I think they got mad because his I don't know if that's his biological son, but his son with his wife, he had put up like a picture saying like how proud he is. His son had a job at McDonald's, so they bought his son a fucking a Challenger, SRT joint.
Oh shit!
So you know that's some money.
Look what Daddy doing! Fuck Daddy!
Yeah, but listen, young boy, he
said, brand new.
Listen, young boy, he actually started working at McDonald's to help pay it all. So Brian McKnight, like, he proud of him because he didn't even ask him to get a job.
And there you go.
He taking initiative to help out and shit like.
Come on,
but he might
be your own
you know
family
what?
That's leeches.
You know what's different though?
Shit.
He probably was never raised spoiled, so he has a work ethic because he don't come from the money they probably come from.
And then this is the great. I don't know. I think his wife is a nurse or something like that, but his wife worked in the hospital with all that, and I guess that's what it stemmed from. The older sons, I guess, just getting jealous or whatever.
I mean, you shouldn't even feel like. I'm not gonna be 30 asking somebody like why you don't take care of me.
Yeah, now they 30 and 27.
Cause like they got used to that shit.
Right, but see that's what he was saying.
Even if you felt that way, like damn, I'm so used to having money and my dad really cut me off. When you say that shit to yourself, it don't sound right.
It really don't. You can't even say that shit to no one. My dad cut me off.
But that's why he was saying.
You old, you got Sunni and shit. Like, come on,
he was saying that. He was like, you know,
fuck your grandpa.
He was saying like, you know, he kind of feel like he shouldn't have never did that and went about it that way. You know. Right. When you growing up, you want to give your kids everything.
Yeah.
And you want them to have a different life that you had.
You can make them rotten.
Yeah, exactly. So he said he felt like he spoiled them. And that's what messed it up. He's like, I mean, I should never did that growing up, but you want the best for your kids.
That's a dangerous. I didn't mean to cut you off, but that's a dangerous tightrope to balance on. You trying to treat your kids and give them the world and give them the things you didn't have, and making them rotten to the point where they don't appreciate it.
Right.
So
motherfucker 27.
Yeah, 27.
Damn, Pop, you couldn't get me a fucking Challenger either.
Like that's
you got credit. You have that shit in your own name.
You fucking Brian McKnight.
Keep telling people his name, Brian McKnight Jr.
Yeah, that's what it was though. So
it's me. Like,
but do y'all know the story with Bill Gates? Bill Gates did some shit like that too. He said when he died, he only leaving his kids a certain amount of money. For him to be like a wealthy billionaire, he's not leaving $1 billion to all his kids. His money's supposed to deviate. He wants people to get their own money.
Right. I love that.
Yeah.
I really love that.
So if you had all the money in the world, you wouldn't leave it to your kids?
No. I love that.
I'm sorry. I got a newborn.
Yeah.
I love my baby.
Die today. Like, but like, you know what I'm saying? But I want my kid to know the importance of hard work. Like I make my kid right now do chores, and she gets rewarded. Like so she can have that work ethic.
It's a thing of where you like. Where I think he probably went wrong is that he let them ride off his coattails instead of giving them. Somebody should have been producing your music or doing security for you or doing something type of shit.
His oldest son did produce a song and his other son did something else.
So they should be getting royalty checks.
He was trying to put them on, but I guess that
they don't want to do shit.
That loud pack
ain't got that shit for sale. Anything that ain't shit hit the sky.
No, but I'm serious. That you lose your drive, and that's probably what happened. Like fuck that.
You know my
good
fucking
thing
dad
for you, Brian.
Right, you know what my fucking dad is. I ain't got work here.
Yeah, like fuck. That's he probably good, but he did. I feel like he did that too late. 22 and 25. I feel like 18 you should have started weaning them the fuck off. Get a job.
Nah, you can't say that.
No, fuck that. Get a job. I've been working since 14.
25 at 25 and like 22, I should be helping you, but you should be establishing a life for your own.
Yes,
right.
Like, tell me, like, don't ask me for money for an apartment if you ain't got a job.
Well, you know you know how a lot of these motherfuckers, these kids nowadays sport like say if your dad is somebody, like I said, Brian McKnight or somebody like that. Well, not even Brian McKnight.
I'm BM son, nigga.
I'm B Mac son. A lot of these kids that spoiled like that, they feel like they don't gotta do shit. Or they'll try to follow their dad's dream. Like, oh, if he a singer, I can be a singer. No, nigga, it don't work like that. Nigga.
You saw Jordan, son. He trash.
Right, just because you got that last name. Right, so I mean, I think that's what it was, but
yeah, y'all, it's the rapping McKnight.
Rap Run's son, JoJo. He tried to rap. I'm like, yo,
that shit threw me for a loop because I didn't know Diggy knew how to rap. Like
Diggy knew how to. Diggy just passed JoJo.
I know it's fucked
JoJo was mad as shit. Like who ghostwriting your shit?
Yo, Diggy surpassed him crazy. Like,
and then Rusty just on the side looking like
that iRobot.
I know.
Rusty looking like Scrappy Doo.
He don't know which way to go.
I want to see a picture of Rusty now. Like, I ain't seen him in so fucking long.
Me either.
Imagine they put a Sunni on Rusty. iRobot with a beard.
Yo, we haven't seen him in a while. Like,
See, that's different these days, though. Like, back in the day, you didn't grow up with celebrities, so you don't know their kids. Bro. You didn't know their kids until they got older and shit, and they did something. Like, now you really grow up with these kids, so it's like,
damn, they grew up. How old they is now? Yeah. That's like when I see Will Smith kids, bro.
Right.
I just feel like yesterday Jaden was playing fucking in the what was that, the karate
joint. He's like, I don't want to be here anymore.
Now the nigga grown man now. I think he was 21, 22.
He a rapper, man. He alright too.
He don't look that bad.
Let me see
what that look that bad right
nigga
here.
Look like Romeo.
He don't look like Romeo.
That's JoJo.
He got rid of that iRobot face.
Hold up. He do got the studio.
He trying to get it. He still look like he about to break and do it for fucking Lil Saint one time.
That's crazy. Like I don't hear nothing about him either though.
Yeah. He don't got nothing going. Like
that's why they think people supposed to. Why can't he just be a regular person?
That's what I'm saying. Like under the radar, like Will Smith's oldest son. He under the radar, like his oldest son.
Oh yeah, he is. With the one with the curly hair. Okay,
he looks just like they all looking like.
They treat that nigga like a stepchild.
But you know what? Would that bother you though if your younger siblings getting all that like exposure and shit? And
well, my family like that though. My mom, like I'm her son, and then my step pop and the kids, so they all a family, and I'm just the extra nigga.
No.
They all got like the same last name as me.
No, nigga, I ain't saying like
what's your name? Anderson? No, my shit ain't no fucking Anderson.
No, I'm just talking about like the exposure and shit. Like all right.
They like a power family.
Yeah, like a power. Yeah, he's around, but it's like, what have you been in and shit like that? Like that one song.
You don't act.
I didn't even know nothing about him until like Will Smith had that song, Just the Two of Us.
Yeah, that was.
And you seen him in it, but why didn't you put him in no movies and shit like that? Like,
cause maybe that's not what.
Yeah, you gonna put him in Wild Wild West, bro?
Like that's not what he wants.
No, you gonna. What? Come on, man.
That's right. You all right? So just.
But you gotta think maybe Will didn't have the power that he have now. Like you gotta remember when he was there, he was just the actor. Now when he do stuff like
no, you don't do that.
Earth and all that. You see that Overbrook Television? That's his production company. So he probably in a better position than he is. And then some people got the passion for it.
I know. Then, like his son do seem like he got that. He shy. Like nah.
Even his daughter, like it's hard to me to look at her like grown. Like she be on that red table talking about some nasty shit.
I be like la la la. I don't like that.
How old is she? She like 18, right?
She like 19 or something like that.
I don't like that.
But she dabbled in like the singing thing when she did that Whip My Hair song. Yeah. And then she left that alone. So, but
no, fuck that. Fuck that.
I love Red Table Talk, but I really didn't like when they started getting on certain subjects. I was like,
I still don't like Will Smith.
I was like cringing when she was saying something like, "Yeah, it's like that."
She wrong. Like, you said you just said if you 22, cut them off. She probably like 20.
Right. You gonna cut them off at 18?
It's like
you still look at her
as you sexist because she a girl. If that was a boy,
you out with your mom.
If there was a boy,
I'm not talking shit like that with my mom.
If that was a boy, you'd be like, he could get it. He could get it.
Nah, you can't talk like that.
But this was a topic that came up. I think somebody gave this to somebody sent this to the Three Codes page. It was like, after you done with your ex, like somebody that you've been with, like seriously, do you want what's best for that person or worse? Like, do you want to see them fail after you, or would you like to see them prosper in a good relationship? Honestly,
I think it depends.
On what?
Alright,
how the relationship ended?
Yeah. Like, say if you left me, I'm all sad and shit. Then I gotta see on the gram or something like you just living your best life. Like, bitch, she fucking burned you. Like,
well, I feel like if y'all didn't end good, y'all should cut ties with everything. If y'all didn't end on a positive,
alright, but you don't have to.
So you don't gotta see all that shit.
I know, but what if y'all have mutual friends and they all out together and shit?
You gotta pick a side.
You gotta pick a side. I'm a firm believer in pick a side.
Pick a side.
Whatever you come into the relationship, you leave out with. If these was my friends when I came in, they gotta go with me.
Just have that same mutual friend.
What's a mutual friend?
Like, no, I'm saying like if I met her through one of my I
don't believe in that.
Or something like that.
Whoever she was more cool with, that's who you roll with. Ain't no mutual friends. I really don't believe in that because it's just toxic.
Right.
Because you can't confide in that person to have a real conversation with a person without them going back and telling what you doing or what's going on. Or they always caught in the middle because they know something they not supposed to know.
They can't say. Both of y'all,
and I feel like some shit like you might tell them, oh yeah, I know that she's suffering without me, and she in the back of her head thinking like, no, that bitch having the time of her life. And then if it come out that she is time of her life, or you find out, you like, yo, you supposed to tell me you my friend. So I really think you supposed to cut friends, like cut ties, like come in with your friends, you leave out with your friends. Yeah. And I don't believe in that shit like your friends, my sisters and all that. Fuck no, that's your friends. They ain't my friends.
I don't know. I definitely think it depends.
I speak, go upstairs.
After I'm over it, then go be happy. I'm not.
I think most women is like.
You.
I think most women is petty though. They don't want to see you do better.
Fuck you.
They want to see you suffer.
I'm not. I don't think. Man, if I ever like.
After women, I think most women want to. They might want to see you do good, but not until
right away.
Not right away, because they want you to suffer. Cause I don't know.
That's how I'm doing good, bitch. Then go be good.
And I think it's like that with most men. Like if you break up with somebody, like you might feel at the time you
think
cool.
it depends on if you broke up or she left you.
Oh yeah. I think like you cool at the moment, but then like you start feeling the hurt a lot later. Yeah. And she start to heal. You start to feel hurt like
guys get they hurt later.
Yeah. It's like man, God. Damn.
Especially if you feel like you fucked up something or you left something. And they leveled up, or you felt like they was a better, you was more compatible with that person than you are with now.
Until that shit is over.
Until it's gone. But I think either way, hypothetically speaking, though, I wouldn't. I mean, I believe if you truly love the person and you say that you love them, regardless how nasty it might end, that you always want them to be happy.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie to you and say I want it to happen tomorrow. Like all of a sudden,
and that shit happen tomorrow. That motherfucker been around.
No, I'm saying like all of a sudden you just like all this happy and I'm still hurting. I'm not gonna lie to you and say I'm wishing that this nigga finds somebody. Like I'm hurt. Like I hope that bitch lane.
You gotta ask yourself if you had something real with a person, and regardless how y'all end, if y'all both not hurt over it or don't take the time.
Came to agree.
Yeah. Like even if y'all came to agreement to to go apart, if you see your mate or whatever jump right back into something, like, well, This shit must have been over.
That
shit must have been over for you then.
Yeah, well.
Mentally, that shit could be over for females. Fucking months on end.
Yeah, before they actually do it, they do say that. They said a woman breaks a relationship mentally 6 months before she actually does.
I saw something on Instagram that said that you'll keep taking a motherfucker back because you love him until you finally hate him.
Well, that turns into the next topic. But I'm gonna say this, bro. Me, out of any relationship I was in, I always wanted to see the person do good. Yeah, I mean,
guys don't have a lot of. No, but guys don't have a lot of extras.
Oh yeah, I hope you be happy. I'm out. Like,
if you talk to guys though, if you talk to a guy in his 20s or early 30s, he probably tell you been in like 2-3 relationships. Guys don't really have a bunch of relationships.
And my thing is, I don't gain nothing from you having a shitty fucking relationship with the next person.
No, but it's like you don't want to hear about that bitch after that. Like,
no, whatever happens, I'm happy for you. I mean,
I loved it in her. Like, not one of them joys.
You know what I wouldn't like? If you in like a whole different... If you show, like... And I wouldn't see, because I'm the type of person I cut ties. Especially if we don't have kids. Like, I cut way ties. You won't even know I'm fucking in Philly no more. But I wouldn't like to see that you, like... You're a different person. If I wanted something out of you and I couldn't get it out of you, and you that type of person with another person...
But you can't say that, bro. So I'm going to tell you why. Maybe that person brought that out of him, and you couldn't bring that out of him.
No, that's real shit. That's a blame. That's you playing. That's you playing blame game.
No, I'm not playing blame game. Sometimes you're not saying the right shit. You're not doing the right thing. If you ask somebody, I need you to do this, it's probably the way you go about it, the way you say it. Most motherfuckers don't respond to everything, man.
I think some people, when it come to that topic, I think some people learn from their mistakes.
Yeah.
So. Like, I can say that I'm better in my current relationship than my previous relationship, basically because I was able to, when I left that, when I evaluated and I knew I had to be different.
Yeah.
And like, even when my ups and downs happen, I feel like you're supposed to evaluate your shit, like, and figure out what part you played in it and adjust. Because if you keep going, if you and your lady have a fallout and it's a reason, regardless if you right or wrong, you had some type of play in it. If you can't figure out what that is, then y'all headed to the same again all over again.
You can do it to the next relationship. That's the truth.
I hear you.
Not the next relationship, but even if you like mend things and y'all stay together, y'all gonna do that shit again. It's just gonna build back up to it.
Recognizing the problem and working on it. That's true.
Problem can be both ways though.
It can be, or
we still got work on it.
That's like I'm asking you, hypothetically speaking, I'm in a relationship with you. I'm saying, babe, I want you to change up your hairstyle. I want you to do this, do that. You're not doing it. You hear what I'm saying? You understand it. And I go cheat with a girl that's doing all that. Who's in the fault, me or you? If I'm asking you to change and do all that.
That's a good one.
That's what I'm saying.
You're at fault.
Yeah, I'm at fault, but I'm asking you as my lady to do all these things.
So why you cheat? Why couldn't you just say, like, look, it's not working?
No.
And that's
what the fuck I'm supposed to say about actually changing? You ain't changed.
Okay, so you fucking leave. Why you say you gonna go cheat? Like,
I'm just saying. I said hypothetically speaking.
And then maybe that might make the bitch wake up. Like, all he did was ask me to change my hair. I can change my hair.
Listen, it could be anything. It could be a situation where you got a family, you married, you stuck. You know what I mean? I'm asking you to do all these things, but you don't want to do it. I'm telling you, I'm trying to say it in a sweet way. I ain't trying to, downplay you or nothing. You know what I mean? Oh, babe, maybe
but is it your job as her partner to either accept it before you cheat, or are you wrong for cheating and not accepting it?
Automatically, you're wrong for cheating, but you should never accept it though.
So what do you do?
See, that's the hard part.
That's the hard part. That's the part where what do you do though? If you trying to shake a person and it's not you're not getting a reaction. You wrong if you cheating, and you settle on them with yourself if you just accept the person for who they are.
Then you're not happy.
And you're not happy. That breeds unhappiness and miserable.
But
you gotta learn to love yourself. Like,
but you have a partner. But then now you divide what you have as a person. Now you solely focusing on yourself. So how can you become a union and be one if you solely focus? If you turn your focus.
If I'm trying to shake you and I'm asking you all this stuff to do or whatever, I'm go ahead and like concentrate. No, I need you to do this. I need you to do that. And you don't do it. How many times I want to talk to I'm blue in the face? Okay, now obviously you want me to go. Then I'll go. That's marriage. That's boyfriend, girlfriend.
I guess
that's
in a situation
anything.
like that, instead of cheating, you should just leave.
Yeah.
Part ways.
Yeah.
But that's easier said than done. If y'all got shit established, say if y'all married,
No,
you're not just walking out of that.
That's the problem.
You're
That's
not-
the problem. It's so many people
I heard
in these
that. Like,
in these relationships and in these marriages, like, man,
like you had to. All right. Well, can I ask this question?
And you miserable.
Your voice is like a smoker voice. Your voice always. Your people voice always. Man, I'm your crackhead voice and your people voice is the same thing. But my question is this: this on topic, but we didn't discuss about this earlier. Where would you rank sex in the spectrum of importance in a happy relationship?
You can't ask me that right now.
I'm being serious.
It's high because I'm not like in a relationship. So
yeah, but
like,
I'm saying if sex wasn't good,
could you stay?
how many are if bad sex was on the negative side, how many more pluses do you need for you to stay and be happy? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, you can teach a nigga. That take me back to the previous episode. You can teach somebody. You can.
No,
now, unless you
it is
shit
shrimp. The shit is shrimp.
If it's shrimp, then we would have never got that far in the beginning.
If it's shitty shrimp, it's shitty shrimp.
Like, look. Now, if it's shrimp time, we ain't getting far anyway.
Shrimp lo mein.
Same thing with a woman. If the pussy just not good and shit just don't hit right, it don't hit
go
right.
that far. Like, that's an important part of like
but if you go back to standard ways of dating a person before you get in a bed with somebody, you have some type of attraction to them. So you done already like mentally and all that. Your physical attraction should be one of your last attractions. Not physically, but sexual.
You're right.
Your physical, you can be attracted to a person frame, their mindset, what they doing with themselves. Then you getting sexually with them, and it's like, damn, that wasn't what I thought it was.
Yeah, but if you actually
what I got a condom on?
If you actually take time to court a person and really like get to know them and then inside and out or whatever like
it's
that.
It's devastating to find out the sex not good.
And you'll fall in love when you do get to the physical part. You're not even. It's more emotion in it.
That's why I asked you though. Is it okay?
I think it would be okay because like I think it would be okay.
So,
but not like bad. But if you really like already digging somebody, the emotion of it, just them y'all being that close, y'all being intertwined and all that. That's just.
But that fades.
You know, look.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
That's what I say. That's what I say. What you think, H? Do love had the rank? Sex had the rank high and your love value for you?
Like you said, that shit fade. Even as me getting older, you used to fuck every day, all day. That shit is down to. Yeah, I mean, they're out the window now. Now it's more so I get fucking once every 2 months.
What's your birthday?
It's your birthday. You gonna wear the lingerie, huh? No, but I'm just saying, like certain shit, like
period panties and your period. No, I'm playing.
No, I'm just saying, it's still high for me, but it ain't how it was when I was young. Like it's not. Not at the top of my totem pole. No, yeah, but I'm just saying, like it's not. It's not. Oh damn, I got had sex. I'm worried about it. That's not what I'm worried about. More, my thing is
if you and your partner as busy as you think you are, like to have sex, the time you get to have sex is probably minimum. Like
I get it. Like
you have more quickies than like romantic sex.
You know, I'm a quickie motherfucker anyway.
Cue ball.
I mean, you talk about we had that poll. We talk about some 15 minutes shit. Nigga, give me 5 to 7, nigga.
Get yours, get mine. We done.
Right.
We wasting time for it.
Listen, look at Preece shaking her head. I need all night. See, listen.
I don't need all night.
Preece not in relationships. She don't understand.
She's still living her best life and shit.
I don't need all night, but not 5 minutes. I'm gonna be pissed off.
So could you marry a person who sex not good?
Fuck no. No.
You contradicting yourself there. You said sex
I need it to be good at least. Like you said bad.
Not bad. It's just it's nothing exciting. Like it's
well, no, bro, you can't do that,
bro.
All it's gonna do is lead you to
looking forward to the fucking honeymoon. I'll be like this shit, like.
And you gotta pack your life
right. And she go this corny shit in there. You gotta prep yourself up and shit. I gotta think of something else.
I'm gonna just beat my shit first.
I'm gonna come on a nut number 2 and shit.
I think it always if the sex, but that's crazy then because.
That's why they say you always gotta keep the sex exciting, bro. You always gotta try. That's why you don't go all out, bro.
That's what I think people do too. Yeah. Like as young, like you done did everything already. Now you ain't got shit to do.
That shit boring and shit.
Yeah, you done fucked in the ass the first week.
Not in the first week. No.
Now you ain't got shit.
Right.
Never. I mean, and then that's when people get caught up and like bringing other people in a relationship. As far as like threesomes and shit, like you don't think that
you don't think that's spicing up a relationship?
Listen, let me tell you something. Not after when you first starting off. When you first starting
I'm not saying when you first starting off, but you established and you've been in a relationship for a while. You don't think a threesome? If you're attracted to women.
Well, that's probably.
But then that's why. Then
I got a crush on Diamond from Black Ink.
I ain't talking about no celebrities. Right. I'm talking about regular women that walk around.
God, hot box. You know what I mean?
I'm talking about like regular women. Like if you've been with your man for 6-7 years and he like, yo, we got a close friend or maybe it's somebody you know.
I can't.
You rather do it with a stranger?
No, I'm saying I don't like. What if you fuck her?
Better,
like
it's okay.
It ain't okay. Like
it's okay.
But it's how is a better thing if y'all all entwined? Like
no, because then you
connection.
You taste the
now I can see if he finish off with her. You can be mad.
Yeah. But I think when people had troubles with shit like that is that like they like it's like people who say they had threesomes and it's like I don't do nothing with the girl. But like if you and the girl got a physical connection and then the guy in it too and it's like all three of y'all enjoying each other, it's not like, oh, I'm getting this one girl, then I'm getting this one girl, then I'm just switching out on y'all. Right. If you have like an intertwined connection, then I think it works out better.
You gotta go about it that way.
You know, I see them HBO joints, like, you know, the soft joints, and they be like, it look like they be doing documentaries
you
about like
for still watching them and shit.
No, still watching the Bunny Ranch?
You still watching the B Ranch? You gonna go on your phone, that shit free.
Like documentaries, I'm not talking about that like now.
Got this shit on mute.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Like,
come on, man. You listen.
Talking about come on, man.
Come on. Grow the fuck up.
No,
put your big girl panties on. Take off your thongs and put your big girl. I'm just saying, but, you might as well.
No. Like,
so what would you call spice in a relationship at the 7-8 years? Like how do you spice a relationship? What do you do?
You know,
he done hit the ass.
Right, hit the ass already.
He didn't want to ass the mouth on you.
Like, okay, I got some. You can have sex different places.
What?
No, shut the fuck up.
All right. First time you fuck probably somewhere else.
All right, fuck that. Let's go to this movie theater bathroom. They gonna watch that movie, right?
And you know what's overrated? What I think is weird is that shit like.
Experiences.
What about that like that role play shit though? I think that shit weird. It's weird as shit. Like dress up and go meet in a bar and shit like that.
Yeah, not all the way like that, but I like that.
I remember this girl that at my job. She talking about. I like somebody to dress up like a robber and come in and like
and steal the pussy. Like what the fuck?
That's rape last time. That was rape last time I checked.
There's gonna be a whole nother nigga and shit.
You gonna rape me in front of my kid?
Yo, dog, I don't wanna fuck this bitch tonight. Put this mask on and shit.
Yeah.
I like that.
I couldn't imagine telling my homies like, yeah, I'm about to meet my girl at the bar and shit, but I don't know her and shit.
What?
You going there? Wait up, motherfucker! You stepping on my toe? That's my real girl. I was playing. Right, you in there like I'm playing and shit.
You do some cornball shit at the bartender. Yo, send that girl a drink right there.
I don't think that.
That's how you do it though. That's how you do it. You go to the bar.
Nigga that slide up on you like, yo, that's your bitch. Can I holler at it? Yo, nigga, that's my real girl.
You try to send her a drink across the room. Motherfucker walk up to her like, damn, I see you by yourself. Yeah, you gotta break roll and shit. Hold on,
nigga.
That's my bitch.
Yo, this a movie. You fucking up our movie.
Nigga, we got this shit recorded. The scene right here, man.
That's my bitch.
But see, it's crazy.
But like that just takes me like now I lost my fucking.
So tell me this. So tell me this, guys. Do y'all?
No, like this. I got something to spice it up.
Go ahead.
You know they got them in Philadelphia. They got this like sex rooms. Like
we ain't doing that.
Hold up, a sex room?
What's it called?
Like a sex club?
Sex party?
Sex club.
Hold up. So you don't want to bring in a third party, a girl?
You don't fuck them other.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
So what you think? You just go there just to have sex in front of other people?
I thought because they got the chains and like
no, it's an orgy.
Ew!
I know some more. My homie. Wait up. So what you was like saying about the? You thought it wasn't like just like.
I thought you go there with the other person and y'all just do stuff together.
And so you be cool with doing that though, like having sex in a room full of people having sex.
You know how unsanitary that shit is, bro. Just go to the room, man. That's the chain, John, right? That's the chain.
No, but I'm saying.
You wipe it off, I'm sure it is, but
like at the gym, got the brown paper towel.
I thought it was like an experience. You can go in there and see.
What you thought you was at?
It's just a room. It's just like a different room.
If that's what it was, would you be willing to do that? Like,
I'll do that.
Like a big ass room and y'all just have.
Not a big ass room, like different, like all the ones that I've
seen. So you want to be secluded?
Like different rooms and stuff. Like this room.
That's a sex hotel. Go to the what's the joint? The cell.
You got a sex hotel?
No, the fucking the joint, bro. With the heart-shaped jacuzzis and shit. Into the dove.
I never been, but I heard that shit pop over there.
It's nice, but it's just outdated.
It is, though, but it's cute. Like, I went and
they need a remodel. Like, if you want to make a killer, you would make a newer one.
Wait, the dove or the feather nest?
Feather nest. It's the same thing.
Yeah, the dove don't got the theater room.
What's the difference?
The feather nest got the theater rooms, like the cave shit I showed y'all.
Dang. No, the end of the dove do got that too. Which one is it? Which one is out in the Chimney, like with Parks?
Oh, I don't know, but I went to the one in
Jersey. That's the feather nest.
Y'all talk about shit I've never even been in.
No, the one out the end of the dove joint, they got like a jacuzzi tub. You got like theme rooms, like safari, the jungle.
Yeah, I was in a cave.
See, all that shit to me is unsanitary, man.
It ain't unsanitary.
Come on, man. You gonna jump in that jacuzzi? Come on. Who knows how many nuts been let off in that joint?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I try to keep shit like that out of my head, though. But that's hotels in general, though.
Nigga, you busting ass in the fucking jacuzzi. How many times?
But that's
every busting them showers when you go away. Fuck out of here. You doing it.
You sitting in it. You're marinating in it. You're cooking in it.
But that's every hotel though. You think that when you get on a hotel bed, what the fuck you think they doing?
Nigga,
fucking in them sheets.
Fuck the sheets and everything.
I take my Lysol with me. I ain't gonna lie.
I bring out the blue light.
You don't want
no, don't bring out the blue light. Because in that hotel book, you gonna be stuck in that room.
No, I ain't bringing out no blue light.
I turned off the light, turned off the blue, put on the blue light. Hold on, so Trub, would you do that though?
No, I couldn't go to nowhere like that with my lady where like you just like switching off. Ain't nobody hitting my shit. Ain't nobody gonna be hitting my shit. Even if I can hit they shit, you ain't hitting my shit.
Right. That's a rule. Alright, so if you was single.
If I was single, yeah, I'd do something. I think that's experience if you was single.
I think like that's some shit. My biggest fear is a rain coming in there, bro.
catching you with a man.
Bro, like, I didn't even get my nut off, nigga.
Hey, yo, you got a mask on, all these chain shit, the fucking collar, and the sex swing.
You got a mask on.
Like that. You in the front of the news.
Fucking man.
Yeah, that's a fear that you raid. That's why I never went to the wishy-washy and shit. I always think the day I go, they gonna raid that shit. I'll be in the paper and shit.
Right. You gotta call your folks for bail. I'm happy I got money now, but you call your folks in, mama.
Don't worry about me here.
I just need you to bail me out.
Bring me some drawers.
Hey, yo, in the mugshot, you still got the fucking chain collar on.
I done made some shit like
That's what I worry about too. Like when you go to shit like that, it entice you to do like next level shit. Like so, somebody say you in there and there's two chicks that slide up on you and they throw the feather chain around your neck and shit. You like, damn, I really don't want to do this, but
I can't go out like no pussy.
You know they strapping you up and shit like that. Like.
Right. See that?
It's next level sex in them places.
Nigga got blade costume on.
You go there looking like the purge and shit. Just a man, butt ass naked. See, no, if I was single, I would do some shit like that. Like you said, all it is gonna be some shit you tell when you old as shit.
Yeah, it is an experience.
Bro, man, I went to
but I'm not like I know people who go to the Jones out in Jersey, like mansion parties, and they take their woman, and that's how they keep their sex life spicy. Is they go out there.
That's a no. You don't take your chick, dog.
Somebody ripping your shorty out the beat your shorty out the frame. That shit'll give you nightmares. You be in some shit and you get shrimp like.
Right. Oh, what the fuck?
She'll never throw that back on me like that.
You throw some wild shit. That nigga, what do? You go there and interrupt that shit? Oh, no, nigga, no. It's over.
Bitch, we leaving.
She making sounds you ain't never heard before.
Right.
Like, what the fuck? Like,
Start talking about shit. Yeah, me and
at this age, man, I need a V pill or something in there because I ain't got all that shit in me. I be mad. My shorty be still getting hit and I'm walking around shrimp dick like. Oh, can we leave?
It's over. Like, what's on this show?
I be always honey. You talking about I think I need a pill. If you want to go to some shit like that, you gotta come prepared. Like, you gotta go all the way in. Like, fuck. Because you know them niggas probably is too.
Yeah, everybody else.
They're probably young.
No, that be all time. I don't even think
everybody on the joint.
A lot of times, a lot of
it be old head. It's the old head type party. Like the people that I told you that I know who go, they like in their 40s.
Yeah, like when we went,
it's a secret society.
Right, when we went out, where did we go to Maryland?
Yeah, we was at Secrets in Ocean City.
Secrets and shit. Yeah, I ran into fucking
they slid up on it. Swingers slid up on it.
Yeah.
You want a piece of that?
Yeah, dancing with John. Yeah, I mean, she pulled up on me, her husband right there. I felt so uncomfortable.
I ain't believe it until she pulled up on me right after.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Boy was like, fuck out of here, square. What about you, Jermaine?
Yo, that shit is real.
Fuck out of you, square. What's up with
that
you,
shit
Jermaine?
Is real.
That's some real shit. Like, listen. Would you do that if a nigga say, yo, I'll pay you, dog, to hit my chick?
And watch? Fuck no. No, you ain't watching me. Fuck no.
Hey, yo, you be here from the back watching your back the whole time. Like,
all right. You okay with this? You having fun?
Where this nigga at?
Yeah, that's
blow your fucking back
Hey,
off.
babe, the dick's way bigger than mine.
You liking that?
I couldn't do that.
No, see, you got some.
But what do you at the sex party and shit? Shorty like tuck your dick in the back.
I ain't never had that. I'm trying to see what that be about. No, man. Honestly, see shit like that. I think I couldn't do it. Like, no, don't have me bend over on fours. Nah, that's not happening.
Well, let's get to what we was talking about.
That's not happening.
We was talking about our love resume. Like, what would your love resume if you was presenting a resume to a person and you was trying to tell them your credentials to make you a good partner, and not just your credential but your flaws? What would you say? What would it consist of?
Like, give me how many things? Like, too good, too bad?
Yeah, too good, too bad.
All right. Go ahead, H. You first.
Damn, I ain't got... My shit is basic. I only got one of each.
Not too good, too bad.
Listen,
just add one
everybody
more.
ain't come prepared like you.
Yeah. Preece was in here texting motherfuckers like,
Shut
what you think? What you think?
Yeah, I've been my lady for a while now. I can't go back and hit my ex up. Yeah, she probably gonna say, fuck you, nigga. You live your best life, nigga.
This shit gonna be like, message not sick, block.
Message blocking active.
Right, text me again. I'm gonna tell you, bitch, if I talk to you.
Screenshot. She gonna text you back like screenshot. What you liked about me most? Screenshot.
I don't know. I would hope she would say, I was very supportive.
You said you would hope. What would they say?
I'm very supportive. I would hope. Say that. Yeah, because you just never know. Like you said, when they see you now, you living good. You know, they might get a little spicy. They might feel some type of way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I would say very supportive.
And what's the other thing?
Loving.
Alright.
And as far as the bad shit, I was never romantic. I ain't opening no doors.
And dang.
Yeah, I mean, I did my first. I did that once, but I ain't doing nothing real special. Like my special romantic shit ain't like top notch shit like Trug shit. Like
no, that shit like Trig shit, bro. Not made up.
Trig shit, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Taking trips out Vegas and all. I mean, I do that shit, but I mean, setting up the rooms and all that.
Oh, that's so cute.
I never did that. I'm gonna try it though. But and bad probably
That was one bad.
No, that was one bad. My second bad would probably be just cutting shit off. Like my thing is like when I talk too much to somebody or they not giving me what I want to hear, I just cut them off.
You quick to cut.
Yeah. I mean, that would probably be it. even though I know in your resume you're supposed to say good shit about yourself, even though it's
no,
bad.
it was too good, too bad.
I know, but you know,
your resume, you're not supposed to say bad things.
You're not supposed to really say bad shit about you.
Would you think you have a reference though, like?
Yeah.
If somebody had to call, somebody had to call two people and speak highly of you,
I think they'll vouch for me. I think they would be friends. I wouldn't say a relationship. I think they would be friends. Like, yeah, he was always there. He was,
I do got to,
I don't think. Yeah, I mean, my ex, she probably would say some good shit, but not too much. Not how the Instagram likes is going. Look at me crazy now. I can't even get a what's up. Like, damn, you know what I mean?
I think my two good things would be that I hear a lot. I got a couple of them.
Look, you got a fucking list over there.
Yeah, because I had to text.
They said I got good sex.
I mean, like, what do I do good? Like, not my head or.
Fuck you.
I know, we try to stay away from sex questions.
Alright.
Minus the sex questions.
Alright, so I got a terrific hustle. I hear that a lot. I got, like, great hustle. Like, I work real hard. And, I'm spontaneous.
We said stay away from the sex.
That's not sex.
Like what?
Alright, I'll give you another one.
Ride a dick all night. I can ride a dick all night.
I got a good heart. Good heart, good hustle.
Okay, well, what about
and
the
my bad shit, I got a smart mouth and I'm impatient. I'm impatient.
I think that's a lot of us.
Yeah.
To degree.
Alright, so it's my turn. And how many people you think would like vouch for you? Like, if you can call somebody, be like, ask them. They could tell you I'm a.
Yeah. Like,
how many X?
I would say 2 or 3.
Damn,
yeah, I'd definitely say
them niggas that said
ask them about the pussy.
You gonna tell them about the pussy, right?
How
about you, bro?
If I go mine, I would say like always been like a good provider, like a manly man. Like I take care. I think anybody say that about me. And the second thing H said, I am romantic. Like I can pull that out of me. I don't think I always had it in me, but it developed at like an older age. So like people in my teenage years wouldn't see it, but like now I am kind of like I can pull it out my ass and pause, but do something special. Like I get a kick out of things like that. So that is
so providing romantic and doing shit too bad going.
I'm an asshole. Like I'm an asshole person. My homies don't know it that much, but if you've been in a relationship with me, I'm the biggest asshole you probably ever meet. Like smart comment at the smart comment, yeah.
My
like petty
for petty,
yeah. Like I'm working on it, but it's hard. Like I reach low for low blows. Like not like shit that hurt, but like I'm petty as shit. So I say the little shit to be like ready for you to knock my head off. Yeah. I can't help that.
So what's the other thing?
And I don't like I hear this a lot. Like I divide my I still want to live a not a single life, but
an exciting life.
Exciting solo life. So like you know how some people bring their girls everywhere they go. I always hear that I always go places by myself. Like I don't take but I think I look at things like not every atmosphere for everybody.
Right.
But it's like, oh well, if you can do that with me, then like I treat a woman like she's supposed to be home and in the kitchen. But that's not true. But I don't want to be at the club with you either.
No, because you still deserve their free time, their free space.
Yeah, I understand that. But sometimes it overgoes to it's like, all right, well, when you go out, you just don't want to go out with your spouse. So it was like, what type of fun are you having that you can't have?
But see,
and it don't even be nothing special. Sometimes it's like I'm just with my guys.
Yeah, but even sometimes when I've learned, not saying you can't handle yourself, but I've learned a lot of times, and then especially like certain scenarios you're in, situation, you take your lady out to certain atmosphere like you said.
Right.
It does you more harm than good, bro.
It does. But then the rebuttal is, then why won't you take me to these atmospheres that's appropriate for me?
Right.
So then I look at it like, all right, I reserve.
Gotta go to some super time shit.
Yeah, like I reserve for like movies and dinner, but we can't go to here, and here. So I just like save that, like that's my shit. And my thing is like, well, you do that shit by yourself, I do it by myself, and together we do the regular shit.
Right.
But it's like sometimes them world shit.
Because if you go to these clubs, like, all right, now I can see if you say some shit like an all-white suit and tie event,
right,
you know what I
right.
mean? That's cool.
Right.
You take your late, but not to no shit there on South Street or no, where you gotta look over your back or something like that.
Right, right. So I think it depends, but that was always the knock on me. I always hear people like, oh, you just do your own thing and you try to live a single life when you ain't around. No. Sometimes it be just my homies. Like, I want my homies to feel free to say what they want to say. Yeah. Like, I want you, and my man want to say, where the bitches at? I want to, he can say it. Like, you know what I mean?
Saw that ass right there.
So that would be my, I don't think a lot of people can speak, like, I don't know. My shit, I don't think I got that many references. My ex probably wouldn't say nothing nice about me. I ain't gonna lie to you.
A lot of them don't want to see you
and
happy.
Then I could say, like, I could speak on, like, women friends that probably say nice things about me, but they also don't see the element in me
the ugly side
that they don't have a relationship experience with me, so I don't know what they would say. But I get a lot like, oh, you not who you appear to be. Yeah. But I'm like, I'm cool with that too. Like, I tell people in the heartbeat, like, I know I'm not who the fuck I say I am, but I'm not portraying that, but I just don't walk around being an asshole.
Right.
But if you get that, you will get it. Like, you know.
They see the real side.
Yeah. Oh, they don't know you how I know you. All right. They come live in this fucking house, they will. But we gonna let's get to where we at? Let's try to get what's the name on the phone. We gonna try to get Carmen on the phone.
Okay.
Yeah, we did. You know, like we spoke about it earlier. We said she was gonna be added to the pod doing the little sports things and all that. It's not gonna be like a weekly thing like with Kara where she always in every week, but she's definitely gonna be a part of it and bringing a sports update.
All the sports fanatics.
Yeah, she currently.
Get ready.
Yeah, she currently. She was out in New York, so we gonna see if she pick up the phone when we call her. All right?
Yeah, and if she don't answer, we understand. We understand you out in New York.
It's sport from the sport podcast. That's like Joe Button's speech. Joe Button from the Joe Button podcast. All right, we only give you 3
minutes. My
minutes.
best life. I ain't gonna break.
Oh, she got an answer machine.
Oh, you going like that?
But when we did speak earlier, she said she was busy and all that, and she would try to get back to us. But I guess she having fun, so keep having fun.
Yeah, turn up. You definitely can't knock that, man.
Right.
I mean, you out in New York, shit.
Right. So
I'll see your text message like, yo, my bad, bro.
Don't call me back, because I'm going to decline.
Like, yo, man, I'm out here, you know what I mean? There's a lot of music, motherfuckers dancing.
You just get the text like, what's up?
Right. Now, if I see your ass at 50 Cent Tycoon Party, you want some explanation.
Oh, man. But I've been seeing a lot of stuff with politics, and Cardi B sat down with Bernie Sanders this week. And they had a discussion about, like, police brutality and all that. I just wanted to get y'all opinion on it. Y'all think Bernie can win?
I want him to win.
Yeah, because anything to get this.
I voted for him last time he ran.
And he lost to Hillary?
Yeah, so I want him to win, but the likelihood is looking slim, man. It's looking like he's just saying anything to get black voters. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think the problem is getting the people to support him. Is actually getting the people to come out and actually press that button and vote. That's the problem. Is like it's a trouble. Listen to this little clip with him speaking to Cardi B, talking about like black violence and cops killing black people and what's.
I'm going to see on social media police brutality against black men and against minorities. What are we going to do to change that? Because that is discouraging our people. It's discouraging us to fight. It makes us feel like we're worthless. We constantly see a man getting killed every day, and it seems like nobody cares, nobody's sympathizing, nobody's talking about it.
Obviously, we need to end all forms of racism in this country, from Donald Trump down to the local police department. We have something like 1 out of 4 young black men in this country end up in the criminal justice system. They may end up in jail, they may end up on parole, they may end up in probation, whatever it is. That is disgusting and beyond belief. So, first thing we do is we make sure that young people in this country, black and Latino, Native American, whoever may be, get the kind of education and job training they need so they can go out and get good jobs. We have to invest in jobs and education.
How y'all feel about that?
I mean, I like that we finally get to really hear him, because like when he was running before, you never really heard from him. You heard from him a little bit.
The fuck? Alright? Yeah. You just went out for a second.
You talking backwards, right?
Oh, no, my bad. I was trying to get that.
I mean, it's important.
You know what? I'm proud of a lot of stars that's reaching out to, like with this prison reform and the politics. Like, that's what's up.
It's. I look at it like, and I just came up with this thing. Like, you think he's trying the Donald Trump way of getting like shock votes and saying the things that draw attention?
Yeah.
Like legalizing marijuana.
I think saying anything to get anybody to vote for him. I think that's what
they all do. They all do that shit.
I wouldn't be surprised if you say, everybody can get a gun and everybody can smoke weed. You can get it at the same place. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't take that. Listen,
it's hard. You know, Trump won in the electoral vote, so it's tough to beat. But he got to beat Biden out too. Biden, another motherfucker that was running.
I think he could do that.
I think you gotta encourage more people to vote and get out here and actually that your voice do matter. Yeah. And stuff like that. Like I always looked at it like politics is a nasty game anyway. But it's just they say it's celebrities for people that talk business basically. But you think that stuff that far as like the president never trickles down to like where you at, far as like your city councilman and all that, and it does have an effect. So we just encourage everybody to get out and vote.
Yeah, it's gonna be a trend again. Hopefully, that's what really got people out there.
Really, shit.
It did. People was like, everybody was hyped about that sticker.
Yeah, they was.
I voted today. The kid get one and shit. Right. So
somebody had the sticker on their ass while they was twerking. I'm like, come on now.
That's insane.
The change we don't need. We don't need that shit right there, man.
But what episode is this, Preece?
33.
Who that? What'd you say last time? Shaq.
Shouldn't that? Who that? That's what's that? Larry Bird.
Yeah, Larry Bird.
No, we got to start saying other names.
Well, then use football jerseys. It's about to be.
I don't know nobody who got 33 in football.
Awkward, nigga. You got 33.
You 33, you about to get cut. I don't know no good 33. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, was he 33?
Don't get me the lion, bro. Yeah. I doubt it.
Luau Cinder. But we out.
It's the coat.
It's the gang.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.